Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am, but right in front of me was the answer. 'Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song.
Hello, Star Wars fans. You know, they're just 22 days until Christmas 2024. That's just over 3 weeks away. We're going to be there before you know it. And Peanut's back there kind of napping, chilling out, you know. So we're going to take a look at our predictions for episodes 1 and 2. I know I got a number of them wrong. And I know there's one question we're going to argue about. I already know it. I can feel it in my bones. We're going to see how that goes. And as you know, we did a giveaway yesterday, and at after the show, and we have a winner. The HasLab TVC Ghost Vintage Collection Ghost was won by one of our longtime supporters, Big Stevie W. Big Stevie, congratulations on winning that HasLab Ghost, and we'll be getting that. I believe Hasbro is starting to ship those out right away. So we're going to jump into these predictions. There's some interesting information that came out today, and before we get into the full predictions, I'd like to do a little bit of a breakdown. There's a couple of things. And I'm seeing people interpret information we saw differently. And I certainly saw it one way. I'm curious how you all saw it. So before we do that, I saw Imperial Activity, formerly known as Rural Farm Boy. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, he's got the day off. Fantastic. Star Wars Fitz. There's Fitz there. Good to see you, Kiaran. And let's see, who else is in the chat? I got a Nathan says, hello. Hope everyone's having a great day. It's going fairly well. Been busy. Says Captain EO is canon now with Fuzzball. That I didn't have that stat on my Star Wars lore bingo sheet. Well, we did have that a couple months ago where they were kind of revealed a couple of things from the 80s that were brought into this show. And Fuzzball being one of them. And the interesting thing about that is George Lucas was involved in writing that Captain EO. And so they brought more George Lucas Star Wars into Star Wars. How about that? That's not bad. But there you have it. Ready for this. Let's see who else is here in the chat. We're getting caught up. Yes. Let's see. The chat repeated on me. So I just got to get caught up. It repeated several times. There it is. There's Matt Risman. This is a Skeleton Crew song. Oh, good to see you, Matt. And we had a good time chatting last night during the show. And there's a number of things we're going to talk about with this. KG, hello. Holiday special scene. Now, we take from one end Captain EO, where George Lucas was involved in writing it, all the way to the holiday special, which George Lucas tried to destroy all known references to it, all copies. He tried to get it completely removed from all things, and it's back. It's back, George. So you have that. Skywalker's Academy. Good to see you, my friend. Hello. Let's see. Mike Porter. There he is. Hey, they released some ET show. Well, ET is in Star Wars, and so now there's a precedent for that. Now we get ET Part 2 from the prequels, right? Saber Smith, hello. Good to see you. Brian Stone, thank you for being here. KG says, I was wrong on 3 of them in the first minute. I know. I think a lot of us got some of that wrong, but I've been careful. I don't think maybe you missed as much as you may have thought that you missed. Same for me. I didn't miss as many as I thought I did. So there's Nick. Hello. Oh, good to see you. RF Gaming Channel. Howdy. Good to see you as well. Matt Cave Gaming. There's a good guy right there. And Real Ben says, hello, friends. Finally, something to be positive about Star Wars. It's a nice change versus what we've had over the summer. Scrolling through socials, it seems like a minimum it's neutral to positive. I've seen the predominance being in that neutral to positive as well, Real Ben. I haven't been all over socials, but I know I was chatting with our friend Star Wars Meg this morning. 10 out of 10 for her coming into this. Of course, she got to see it in theaters with other Star Wars fans, which never hurts. And I wish they would allow more of us to do that. And for the most part, I've seen somewhere between, say, a 7 to a 10 in most of the folks that I follow. For myself, I'm somewhere in that 7.5 range-ish. I've only had one full watch, and then I've gone back and watched bits of it again because I was preparing for our scoring today. So we'll have to get into that. Let's see. Who else is here? Baymax, good to see you. Good to see you, Baymax. Thank you so much. Suburbs in Star Wars. What was neat about this is it tried to create like a planet that we grew up on in the Star Wars universe. So like you're playing with your vintage collection figures and doing the Sith versus the Jedi. You're waiting on the bus and you're, doing that. And all of a sudden you get into a ship and you're jettisoned out into the Star Wars universe. And now it's full on Star Wars. So, if you're a kid living in suburbia, somewhere in the world, and you're out playing in the woods, you can dream that you might get put in a ship and taken into that universe. How fun would that be? Baymax, 7.5 out of 10 for him. Fitz thinks he's wrong on most of his. We'll get into there. I feel like this show would be Lucas approved. He constantly said things about forgetting that we fell in love with Star Wars as kids. We grow up and we lose that childlike wonder, and we want the grown-up Star Wars, and we forget that Star Wars was made for kids. And this is certainly more like that. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes. I hate to use Rotten Tomatoes as a gauge of anything because it's been so weaponized, but it is good to see that it has not been weaponized, at least in a negative standpoint. That's good news. Just to read that, as a whole. And Baymax, he says a thing that I completely agree with, right? At-Atan is Star Wars North Korea. It's shielded from the rest of the galaxy. No concept of what is outside. We are absolutely going to talk about that. And that is my perspective as well. The great work is reminiscent of, and I think Matt Risman said this on EBN's review last night. It's reminiscent of like a communist society that they have the great work, the great whatever. And certainly the North Korea has that. Their great leader And I think that at Aten is made very much to be like North Korea. And if some of the early reviews or the spoilers that came out months ago that Star Wars Meg covered, if those turn out to be completely true, it turns out that there's a mining situation going on the planet where what we saw was suburbia. Everything's nice, everything's not clean, it's perfect. And then there's real world where people are living in poverty in the mines. And that would be perfectly illustrative of like a North Korea, where they've got the big cities that are polished, they're beautiful, everybody's wearing, nice clothes, they're walking around, living their lives, but the vast majority of the country is in absolute poverty, very little electricity services and stuff like that. So I think that's exactly what's going on. Fitz says 8 out of 10. Mike Porter says, I won't rate, but I had fun. I had fun too. Some interesting speculation as we get into this. Is the barrier around the planet similar to Mandalorian? Maybe this is a prison planet. No. I think, as I just mentioned, it's more like a North Korea where you've got people being kept inside. And this barrier around the planet seems to not be such a hard barrier. You can fly through it either way. Of course, it's going to set off alarms and all of that, but it also functions as a bit of a cloaking shield, right? The kids, they get through the barrier, and it's the first time in their lives they've ever seen stars. This because that cloaking shield is creating an illusion for them. They can't see out to the real world. It's like North Korea. All of their media is completely censored so that the only purview they have of the real world is what the state media tells you. And I think that's exactly what's going on here on Aten. They only know what they've been told. And they're told about stars, the galaxy, and all of that. They're taught about those basic principles. They've never seen it. And they're only told what the state approves them to know. So I think it's very similar to that. And it protects them from the outside seeing in. So I think it's exactly like that. Anakin Skywalker. Oh, it's Christmas Eve in Coruscant. It's Christmas Eve somewhere, right? Matt Cave Gaming, 34 months of membership. Thank you, sir. Says, I didn't expect to be this drawn in to the stories as I was. Lots of fun, mystery, and good characters so far. I'm going with the Force is strong with it. Thank you, Matt. I think so too. I'm having fun with it. I am interested in where this is going to go. I was having some thoughts last night, like, what if? And don't shoot me. This is just a thought. What if the kid is still asleep? Right? He dreamed that he overslept. He missed the test, and now he's on this adventure. What if he has not? What if he's still in bed, just sleeping? Right? Whim. What if he's not late to school? He's dreaming of being late. You ever have dreams like you missed your exams, or you go to school or go out in public not dressed, you're still wearing your PJs or your underwear or something like that? What if this is that? What if this is all just made up in his head? I don't think that's the case, but it was running through my mind. I was like, wait, what if the whole thing is just his imagination? There was an American Graffiti Easter egg. I don't know of that. I don't necessarily know. We will see if the supervisor contacts the New Republic to find the kids or not. That's a good question too. Do the top leaders, those who are in control, do they have contact outside? Do they have the ability to contact outside, or will they get a special permission to take a ship outside to go search for them. And then we'll have the kids trying to find their way home, and we'll have a trailing crew looking to find the kids. And there's a lot to unfold. There's a lot to unfold. Mike says, I'm always positive. The main thing is I had fun. But you turn around and the episodes are done. Man, that was quick. It was. I'm waiting for more. RT can be weaponized by either side, for or against it. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes. The Skeleton Crew's 90% audience is a good indicator of people, one, liking it, two, it's not a culture war crosshairs. Yes, that's, I think, I hate to read into Rotten Tomatoes too much, but that is true. If it's weaponized, the ratings will go down. Do the ratings necessarily represent a true audience score? Absolutely not. No, not even close. But that it's not weaponized tells you a lot, right? It does absolutely tell you a lot. Yeah, security's watching your every move. Exactly. You're not authorized to be here, right? That's what's going on. Let's see. I get caught up. Screen rant. Things to think it's all part of the foundations of the First Order. I think that's a stretch. I've got some other things to discuss there. The residents have been fed a lot of propaganda about the outside world. That's exactly right, KG. I thought it was pretty funny that the droids' heads looked like a security cameras. Yes. Let's see. I'm just trying to get caught up. Santa, if we bring my speculation to myth, what if the planet is a ghost planet where they don't know they are dead? A fountain of youth. Oh, a little Sixth Sense in there. Maybe. But they've escaped. It's the same thing that I think breaks down for this being his dream. They've escaped the planet. They're on this adventure. And there's different perspectives going on. There's different people reacting. I don't know that it's a ghost planet. I love the speculation, though. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. The Dallas of Star Wars. I hope not. I don't think that's the case, right? That massive ship was under 2 inches of dirt in the ground. Surely some Wookiee with a metal detector would have scanned it. Oh! Yes. Except they were in an unauthorized portion of the woods, right? And they get hunted down. Matt Risman says the American Graffiti Easter egg was the guy on the speeder's name when the girls were in the garage. He pulled in to taunt them. His name was similar to Harrison Ford's character's name. Interesting. There you go, Litrix. Hey, yo. Very good. Happy New Star Wars. Yes, Happy New Star Wars. Yeah, the burbs look like Tomorrow Futureland in Disneyland, Disney World. Yes, it does. It did look very Disney-esque. Yeah, Star Wars Theory had fun with the first 2 episodes. I saw that as well. So many questions. Yes, there are. Heard a theory on YouTube that the home planet is a first order planet brainwashing the kids to become workers for them. Yeah, that's what Baymax was mentioning earlier. I think that's a stretch. I think the first order seeds are already prevalent, and that this planet is an isolated, like communist kind of planet. Another reason why Rotten Tomatoes is not getting weaponized. The creatives behind the show were not arguing with fans. Yes, they've got to stop doing that. 8D8 covered in graffiti and tats. Yes, that was great. All right. Yes, it's a good theory. It's a fun theory, and that's again the wonderful thing about new Star Wars is we get to theorize, we get to speculate, we get to come up with wild theories, and that's part of the fun. And seeing it unfold week over week is wonderful. It's one thing that really leads to the argument of having weekly releases instead of releasing an entire series at once. So there's that. All right, so there's a couple things I want to get into here, and let me share my screen with you just one second. And there's a couple things I want to go through. First of all, this StarWars.com has come up with a breakdown. Skelton Crew Explained, episodes 101, meaning like season 1, a 1, the possibility of a season 2, right? Possibility of a season 2. I don't think it's likely, but let's leave the door open. 1 and 2. And they have episode titles now. This could be a real adventure. Episode 1 and way out past the barrier. Episode 2. It says in Skelton Crew, 4 kids find themselves on a thrilling adventure in a dangerous galaxy, with the 2-episode premiere now streaming. Spoiler warning, right? Details and plot points. Not too much, but there are little bits. Matt says there are episode guides up now too. I saw those as well, Matt. Thanks. Don't you ever want to do anything exciting? When Wim asks his best friend Neil, he's just an average kid dealing with homework and tests, but between daydreaming about his favorite myths and fables, legends of the Jedi, and other heroes exploring great big galaxy beyond the barrier surrounding his home world of Aten. Right. But soon, the discovery of a hidden starship thrusts Wim and a handful of schoolmates into a real-life adventure. They need to keep their wits about them to survive. And then episode 1, the life of a pirate couldn't be any further than life on Aten. And it's made crystal clear when a cold open full of explosives and blaster fire shifts from the start of a mutiny to a tranquil world where children and their parents are waking up to completely average, normal days. Wim and Neil are 2 best friends with very healthy imaginations. Oh, that's one way to put it, right? Whether they're playing with action figures or pretending to duel with lightsabers. And who has not done that, right? On the flip side, we have Fern and KB, 2 best friends who race hover bikes and calling claimsies on Wim's discovery, right? It says, at first mistakenly a circular door for buried temple, Wim hits the button that sends them hurtling towards the sky in a starship, despite Fern's orders not to touch anything. For seemingly the first time in their lives, they understand how vast the galaxy truly is. Again, it goes towards the propaganda, the suppression of information to the residents of Aten, the North Korea of Star Wars, I think. It's my theory. It says Fern, episode 2, Fern's panache, right, for storytelling, or penchant for storytelling, isn't just scaring boys anymore. After terrifying them with her tales, she saves their skins when Smee, right, SM-33, lumbers into view. The ship's droid is loyal, still serving long gone captain. Fern doesn't give, and it says, who's the captain now? She is. And it says, while Wim's dad is lost in the forest, it's clear they're in way over their head. And then they soon learn a surprise. No one, not even a well-meaning Thielen, lives there from Aten. And unfortunately, soon all 4 kids are tossed into the brig, along with Snowball, the tiny creature that makes its head in, or makes its home inside Smee's head. The little mouse that lives inside Smee's head has a name. Its name is Snowball. Santa loves it. Snowball fits right into the North Pole. How fantastic is that? They're out of options and out of luck. But then Jude Law steps out and he uses the Force, right? And they ask him, are you a Jedi? He says, can you keep a secret? So there's where we start off. And there's, of course, there are the episode breakdowns. I don't want to spend too much time. We've got to get into the show. But there's a couple of things I want to show here. And so I've got this ready. I want to talk a little more about the opening. And let me bring this up. I've got the Disney Plus up here behind me, this side over here. Because Peanut's over here. We don't want to cover up Peanut while she's back there chilling out. But I'm gonna bring this open, and I'm gonna stop it at the introduction here. Right? It says, since the fall of the empire. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's so dim here. Let's see. It says the new republic has maintained order, and then it goes on. Can you guys even see that? It says, and yet remote hyperspace routes are increasingly plagued by piracy. Now, this is something that happened in the High Republic novels. In the High Republic, it starts off, the hyperspace lanes way out in the outer rim are being, okay, Fitz says we can't see it. Let me if I jump to a scene, it's got acceleration on. Let me turn the acceleration off. Hold on a second. This happens from time to time. Let's see if we can find, where's the acceleration? System and performance. Graphics acceleration. There we go. Turn that off. There we go. Let's turn that off. And then we'll refresh the page and we'll pause it. And now if I turn, is it still not going to show? Still not showing? I thought maybe if I did that, you might be able to see. Now, there's some stuff going on. You can just see bits of it. All right. Well, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'll just go right back through the initial thing here. It says, since the fall of the empire, New Republic has maintained order. And then that's out in the other galaxy, right? Not on Aten. Aten is a little different situation. Megan, hello, Meg. Oh, Star Wars Meg in the chat. Good to see you, my friend. And then it goes on, and there's another line here. It says, and yet remote hyperspace routes are increasingly plagued by piracy. And that's what I was going to bring up. In the High Republic era, these hyperspace lanes out on the outer rim are being plagued by what is called the Nihil. The Nihil are a group of pirating band of marauders of think of it like a mob or something like that, right? They're raiding ships out in the outer rim all the time. They're causing all kinds of problems, and they're complaining that they're not getting the kind of support from the Republic back in the day that they needed. And so they set up this great big Jedi station out in the middle of way out in outer rim, and that causes the disruption to the pirates' activities, and they start attacking stuff, right? So when all of that happens, yeah, much love to you too, Meg. It's great to see you here. When all that happens, things escalate. And I want to keep going because there's another line in the very next line of the opening crawl, if that's what we would call it, says, the pirates boldly brand their armored hulls as a sign to other ships. Well, the Nihil do the same thing. They're pirates, and they on the side of their ships, they've got like 3 slashes, like lightning bolt kind of things, and a big eye, meaning the eye of the Nile. It's their leader. He has a symbol, and they put these slashes. And whenever you see a ship show up and it's got these slashes on it, that and or that eye on it, you know you've got problems, right? That's a Nile vessel, and you've got to watch yourself. The same thing's happening here. There's another, it says these pirates boldly, it says surrender or die. That's the same thing with these Nihil from the High Republic. There's another thing about the High Republic that is they have what's called a storm wall. It's a barrier where they can act on the other side of the barrier without interference. So they set up this great big wall, and the Republic can't get through it without their ships blowing up. I don't think it's the same here that we see on Aten, but it gave me similar vibes as what the whole High Republic era has been doing, right? So I couched that first of all, because I haven't heard the reviews tying those two things together. Then when we get further in, we'll talk about more here. The first guy that shows up, and what happens if I do this again? If I show this again, still no. If I close it, I'm going to do this. I'm going to close it. I'm going to reopen it, and I'm going to go back to Disney Plus, because I would like to show you guys what I'm talking about, if I can. See if I log in. Yes, we have it 1 second here. Go here. All right, I'm almost there. Hit pause. Now I hit this. Now you can see. Oh, you can see. Very good. So we see this dude. He's the leader of the Captain Silvo. And I saw Meg today say that she's quite confident that it is our guy, right? That it's Jude Law's character. I think Captain Silvo is Jude Law's character as well. He mentions here Captain Silvo. Captain Silvo walks out. This looks to me like it is him. I have to believe it is Jod, right? KG agrees it's Jod. I've heard some people say, no, they don't think so. I think it is. Captain Jack Silvo is Jude Law. They confirmed it in the credits. Perfect. 100%. It is Jod. I saw another review saying they weren't so confident, and I was like, I think it is. So thank you for that. It's confirmed. So we're going to go into the predictions. I'm going to share my screen again because, and then if I need to bring it up, I can. Let's show this on the stream. And yeah, it sounded like him as well. I agree. So the very first question says, a pirate gets shot with a blaster, non-lethal. That's a key here as we go through these questions. And there is one of the pirates who's got the two eye stalks. He gets shot in his right eye stalk, and he turns over and he shoots another guy. Non-lethal, right? So yes, they get a point in our predictions here. We'll do that. The next question: someone not a pirate gets shot with a blaster. Non-lethal. Non-lethal. That's the key. I went through frame by frame twice this morning looking. So I saw it last night, and then this morning I'm going through frame by frame, and I went through twice just to make sure every single non-pirate who gets shot, they're dead. They're dead. So the answer here, someone gets shot. Yes, they do. But non-lethal? No, every single one is lethal. So we have to answer this one. No, right? Every shot is lethal. So there we go. Someone is killed. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. We have pirates dead everywhere. We got lots of other folks dead, right? So lots of dead folks in episode 1 for sure. Okay. Next, we visit more than one world or planet. Space travel does not count. Well, we spent a lot of time on Aten, but we did not make it to another. I can't see behind my head. Okay, let me switch it over. Let me do this. What if I go over here? Is that better? If I go over here, now we visit more than one planet. Space travel doesn't count. The answer here is no, we don't. We are on Aten, and then we leave. We don't get anywhere at the end. Oops, wrong screen here. So if I come back here, and then we say no's, get the point here, and now we can go to the next question. A droid is referred to by name. Oh, daggone it! And here we said it could be nickname or their full designation. In episode 1, I thought they were going to refer to their teacher as teacher. I thought when Neil raises his hand and says, whoa, 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 my buddy's not here yet. We haven't taken the test. Don't start the test without him. And he doesn't call her teacher. He doesn't call her anything. And the same thing when the one girl goes home and she's got the Rosie robot from Jetsons, right? Rosie comes in. I call her Rosie because she didn't call her anything. She didn't give her a designation. She didn't call her by a nickname, nothing like that. So we had no references to a droid by name. So the answer here is no. And we'll match that. All right. A cameo from a character not a regular in this show. A character not a regular in this show. Certainly not on Aten. We did not have that, right? KG says, my kid's doing better than me so far. So no, we did not get a character from another show at this point in the show. Episode 1, certainly not. The Onyx Cinder breaks down or malfunctions or is blown up. Well, no. When they get there, it's completely in hibernation mode and apparently laying over on its back, right? And then when it starts up, it flips over and off it goes. So it doesn't break down and it doesn't malfunction and it is not blown up. So the answer here is no, right? So we'll say no. Match the contents, replace all. Meg says there's something later in the season which I'm surprised Bespin hasn't told us about yet. Yeah, I'm Bespin's been kind of laying off this show. And same with Jason Ward. In fact, I messaged Jason Ward, it's been last week and maybe 2 weeks ago now. And he was busy. He was out doing his thing. And I said, well, when you get back, give me a call. The loser still hasn't called me back. Jason's been busy. He's got a job. He's working. Giving him a hard time just because I haven't heard from either one of them lately. I know they're kind of taking a respite, a sabbatical, if you will. So yeah, I'm surprised we haven't heard more from them either. Someone uses Star Wars slang. Yes, they did. Oh, we got Star Wars slang in both episodes. So we have to say yes here. We even got a wizard reference in episode 2. We certainly got a reference in episode 1. And then someone will use the Force observably in episode 1. No. Right. Episode 2, though, well, that's another thing, right? Yeah, taking a sabbatical as soon as a good show comes out, bad timing. Well, they have reasons. I let them talk about that more, but they just needed it. It's a mental health kind of thing. A species or droid talks in another language with subtitles to translate. Well, we had an Ithorian, the hammerhead kind of looking guy with the long neck. We had an Ithorian in the class. He talked in another language, but then they did not subtitle it, right? So no subtitles to translate. So we say no here. They get the point. Place all. And you can see Baymax there with 4, Brent 2, Brett with 7. Brett's doing quite well. Where are we aimed? Santa has a 6. I'll do my bonus point. And then, Ducky says, I told you yesterday, kids don't read. That's why I said no, Ducky. Kids get in trouble at school. I give myself the point. So there's 7. 7 is the point you have to meet or beat to make it onto the Wall of Fame for episode 1. So here we go. Wim discovers an old spaceship in the woods. Yes, 1. Neil will be in danger. KG, where's your total? we're missing some totals here. Hold on. There we go. K's got a 7. KG, right? Is that, let me just look. Line 9. Yes, line 9, line 10, line 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're good. C through N. That's good. Okay, there you go. Neil is in danger. In episode 1, is Neil in danger? Ever? Is Neil ever in danger? If we count the ship taking off and flying away as in danger, I'll give you the point, Brent. I'll give you the point. In a general sense, all of them were in danger, but not. Yeah. Episode ends with kids going into hyperspace. Brett says they end going into hyperspace. Now the question is this a 1-pointer or is it a 5-pointer? A 1-pointer or 5-pointer? They go into hyperspace in the end, but we already saw some of that in trailers. That you nailed it on when it happened in episode 1, that it ends with the kids going into hyperspace. I'm going to give you extra points, right? Yes, Santa. Yes, Meg. I will absolutely join you for a live stream whenever you desire. Like, you hit me up, I'll be there if at all possible. Right? I've got work commitments and Santa Claus commitments. I've got things that I've got to do out and about. But if at all possible, you tell me when and I'll jump. Right? You say jump, I'll jump. You tell me when, and I'll do everything I possibly can to be there. 100%. Yeah, it was not that it was at the end of the episode. So I think that you nailed this, the when it happened, and you were so specific about when it would happen. I'm going to give you the points, Brett. There you go. Oh, 12 out of 10. Good job, Brett. Brian Stone. Brian's got 2 of them in here. I got to look at the timestamp. I did not. Hold on one second. If I open the timestamp, 15:9, Brian, 15:10, 15:32. The second one counts. Okay, so the second one is the one that counts. We'll skip this one. I'll just delete that. Kids draw attention of pirates and bounty hunters. Not in episode 1. So stuck there at 6. Darth Winnie. No bonus question. Oh, no. Oh, you got to put the bonus question in. Kids do pretend lightsaber fight. Ducky Momo. Ducky, yes, absolutely. Was pulled from Legends. Oh, okay. Look at that. Real Ben's doing some homework. Yeah. Kids do pretend lightsaber fight. Yes, they did. They did. So you could definitely get the point. Wim and Neil meet Fern and KB. They meet them. Well, yeah, they do meet them. Yeah, I give you the point. Jumpin' Jamie. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. It is so good to see you again. Saw it in the theater last night. Absolutely loved it. A new favorite show next to Mando. Thank you, Jamie. That's great. And I know Bouncing Birdie. I wonder, did Bouncing Birdie love it? His daughter. And what about your wife? The whole family? Are they big on it? The kids go to space. KG's Padawan. KG's Padawan definitely gets. No. The trailer could have been implied that it turned real. No, it didn't imply. They were. It was clear they were making that up. So you get one. And that's it. Unlike the last one, you said where it was like at the end, you get 1 point. The kids go to space. Yes, they definitely went to space. So I would definitely give you the point. The children sit for a test in school. Yes. Wim takes a shortcut. Yes. Mike Yaney made it on with the bonus question. We'll see an alien species. There you go. Went for the easy one pointer. Oh, look. Nerd Mafia also, the total didn't copy down. So there we go. Let's make sure this is 14, 14, 14. Okay, good. A ship is found. Yes. Kenobi's name will be said. Oh, it went big, but no. The kids get in trouble at school. And I would say, no, they can't have mentioned Kenobi because they're kind of locked in before the Empire came up, right? They're still in the Republic, not the New Republic. In their world, they're in the Republic. And there's some argument. I saw Meg make this argument, and I think she's wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I think Meg's wrong. The assumption is that they're in the old Republic era because they use old Republic credits. And that ship has definitely been there for a long time. It's covered by plenty of soil and like mature trees and stuff like that. Well, they're using, and Matt did a close-up look at it too. The old Republic credits they use are Republic credits, like from the prequel era credits. And you got to remember, this is decades after that. And we don't know how long that ship was there before like their civilization grew to where it is. So that could have been a long time ago, before like the suburbs were created and all of that, before the planet put up the shield and all of that, right? That ship could have been there, as you said, for millennia, hundreds of years. But I think those credits are Republic credits, not old Republic credits, as we would call it, the old Republic, KOTOR kind of thing. I think it's Republic credits. So the kids get in trouble at school. Yes. There'll be a certain obvious tedious feeling of restlessness. Oh my goodness. Dale, Skywalker's Academy. Oh my goodness. A certain obvious tedious feeling of restlessness. That's a long-winded way of saying that Wim is going to feel like he's needs to be somewhere, right? He's got the dreams of being somewhere else. I'll give you the point, but that's a stretch even. That's a stretch. I'm going to give it to you, but come on, man. We'll see Coruscant. Fits. No. And then Thrawnkill, the cameo character, will give the lore of the home planet and its place in the Republic. No, we don't have that. So there you go. And I'm going to do something I learned from watching my friend Nerd Mafia. We're going to do a little bit different than we have in the past. Real Ben says, could this old Republic era just be a reference for the prequels? Think Kenobi from A New Hope. He's still talking about the prequel era. Maybe that's what the show is meaning. Yes, I think the old Republic, when they say these are old Republic credits, they're talking about these are Republic credits from before, not New Republic credits, as they would call it. They would call it, it's a New Republic. These are Republic credits, New Republic credits. What do you call the Republic that came before the New Republic? Well, it's the Old Republic. And what do you call the Old Republic that's before the Old Republic? The Republic, right? It's the older one. So I think this is the deal there. Hey, look, we got some other folks here in the building. Good to see you, my friends. My goodness, we're getting lots of activity. Let's go back. Oh my goodness. Matt Cave Gaming he gave 10 memberships. Matt Cave Gaming gifting memberships. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Was it the cameo character, the brothel lady? That's episode 2, and we don't know that that's her, right? We'll get to episode 2 here in 1 second. But Star Wars politics. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from Matt Cave Gaming. Aggressively relaxing. Merry Christmas from Matt Cave Gaming. Thrawn Kill. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas from Matt Cave Gaming. Steve, Merry Christmas. Ho, ho. Free membership. Brandon, hello, sir. Welcome and Merry Christmas to you. And thank you all for that. British Bulldog. Ho, ho. First time seeing you here. Merry Christmas from Matt Cave Gaming. Mysterian, hello. Good to see you here with a membership. Pam Hill also gifted a membership from Matt Cave Gaming. Mas, oh, haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for coming. Gifted a membership. The Padawannabe. I love this name, and I've seen you in the past. Padawannabe with a membership. Thank you for all of that. You guys, this is absolutely fantastic. Matt Cave Gaming, absolutely in the Christmas spirit, gifting all of those memberships. Thank you so much. Let's see. There we go. Thank you, Matt Cave. Love you too. It's a wonderful channel, wonderful guy. So what I'm going to do, I've already prepared this. We're going to take all your totals from here, and we're going to carry them over into season 2, and we go all the way over here. There's a new column on your previous total, and I'm going to paste these in. There you go. Your totals from episode from before carry over here, and we will add your totals for episode 2. Episode 2. It says a pirate gets shot with a blaster, non-lethal. Well, I went back and I watched. There's the scene on in the pirate where they do get shot. There's a lot of shooting going on. Pew pew. Can you say that? Say pew pew, Peanut. They were shooting. Yeah. No, she's not going to do it. But so they were shot, but it was lethal. Every time they were shot, it was lethal. So I have to say, no, I did not catch a pirate being shot with a non-lethal. Someone, not a pirate, gets shot with a blaster. Now, this is where I had to, this is where I think we're going to have a little bit of a debate. And the debate goes, does SME, SM33, the droid SME, get shot? Does he count as a someone? There's the question. Is a droid a someone? Because SME certainly does get shot. Say pew pew. Come on, you can do it. Pew pew. Yeah. Oh, the answer, Ducky says, the answer is yes. Are droids someone's? Are droids someone's? Is SME? Definitely SME is gets shot, and also non-lethal. Certainly non-lethal. Real Ben. Okay, Ducky's opinion doesn't count because he's he wants his point. But KG says I lean towards yes. Real Ben says yes. I think he counts just because he really introduced him as a character versus someone tagging since he has a personality. Droids have free will. We learned from Solo. Ducky, yes. If I have yes on my card, then the answer is yes. Hondo Watch, day 2. Yes. Yes. Beep, beep, beep. Go, pew, pew. Come on. Give us a couple of blaster shots. Yeah. No, not just beeps. Pew, pew. Peanut sounded like a laser factory. Yeah. Your droids, they have to wait outside. So the question is, someone, not a pirate, gets shot with a blaster. Wait a second. Hold your horses. Time out. Time out. Smee says he's a pirate. I think we got to go back. Smee is a pirate. So I got to undo here. A pirate. Smee is a pirate. He says he's a pirate. He as much as says, but we're pirates. That's why we came here. We're pirates. He's a pirate. He's also living by a pirate code. So if somebody gets shot with a blaster, non-lethal, a pirate, that would be, it doesn't say someone, it says a pirate, right? So pirate, he is. He is a pirate. He's a droid pirate, and he does get shot with a blaster, and it's non-lethal. There you go. You get the point over here, Ducky. A non-pirate, no point here, right? No point there. Someone is killed. Yes, someone is killed. Plenty of someones are killed. There's more than one. Visit more than one world or planet in this episode. In episode 2, do we visit more than one world or planet? Well, we spend the time on that pirate station. Is that really even a planet? It's not a planet. Do we count it as a world? I don't think we can count it as a world. It's a station. It's neither a world nor a planet. I think the answer is no. We do not. Pew pew. Come on. Pew pew. No, the answer is no. Yeah. So there we go. Next. Okay. A droid referred to by name. There's a scuffle, but I don't think anyone died. I'm pretty sure that Smee killed a pirate. If you watch, I don't think they survived that. I call it. That's a kill. It's absolutely a kill. Yeah. Imperial Activity says, I agree. Port Bogo is a location, not a planet. I think it is a kill. They're fine. Everything's fine. Everybody's good. No, they're dead. They're dead. Yeah. Peanut does say okay. Okay. Pew pew. Come on. Pew pew. Pew pew. You thinking about it? No. She's a droid referred to by name. Yes, SM-33 is definitely called by name here. So definitely the point here. That's an easy one. Question 6, a cameo from a named character, not a regular in the show. This is the question. RF Gaming, Smee, are you sure you weren't watching Peter Pan or Hook? Well, SM-33 is Smee, right? It's Smee. That's what it, I mean, right? When you did the whole things on the calculator, yeah, 3 is a Smee, all right? It's not a planet. It's a location. I think they called it Borgo. It's not a planet. It's like if you look, it's definitely not a Vane is a regular in this show. He is a regular. The only question you could say is that dancer outside of the establishment, that certain establishment, that dancer, you could call her maybe a cameo if we knew it was her. I don't think we do. And Meg covered it in her video today. It's the same species. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's definitely possible Smee killed at least one person on Borgo. Yes. 100%. So a named a cameo from a named character and not a regular in this show, I say no. So no's get the point here. Just 1 point, not 2. Replace those. Question 7. The Onyx Cinder breaks down or malfunctions or is blown up. No, none of the above. Oh, Baymax is checking the credits. Okay. Yeah. The Onyx Cinder, no, it does not break down. So the points go there. Someone uses Star Wars slang. Well, wizard they did. Oh, wizard. Yes. The yeses get the point here. Yes, get the point. All right. Someone will use the force observably. This is where I lost a point. I lost a point for sure. Some of those lights were flickering. It's a malfunction. No, Ducky. No. Clarification. Star Wars write-up on the spaceport says Borgo is an unsavory asteroid port. So the official description calls it an asteroid. The asteroid's not a planet or a world. It's a body, right? But definitely not, right? So someone uses the Force, lost this point. Wrong window. Hold on a second. Matt lost the point on this one too. Definitely. Did not see that coming in episode 2, but that is 100%. Skywalker's Academy says, I asked if a spaceport counts or not. Did you ask AI? Is that what you did? Who did you ask? Replace all. Okay. So wait a second. I got distracted. Yes, get the point. There we go. Yes is get the point here. And then, all right. A species talks in another language with subtitles. Dale says, I asked yesterday, but you ignored me. Oh, I'm sorry, Dale. Oh, did not mean to ignore you. But no, it definitely does not. It's a species talks in another language, subtitles. No, they did not. They spoke in other languages, but we never got subtitles to translate. Ducky was right there. Kids don't read. Not going to do that. So if we go down, Santa has 6 points. They see an alien species. I get the bonus. All right. So we'll do this. We'll wait. Here we go. Center. All right. So 7 points again. So 7 in episode 1, 7 in episode 2. So Brutus will fire his blasters at the Skeleton Crew, kids, or Jod. Oh, that was episode 1. But look, Baymax made it onto the Wall of Fame with 8 points. Good job. A droid will be injured or break down. Brent, you get the point for sure. It was Smee. Had you said Smee gets injured or breaks down, you could have got 5 points. But there's 1 point. The kids meet Jod, where they're thrown into jail at Port Borgo. Yes, Brett, 100% that happened. They definitely met Jod when they were thrown into jail at Port Borgo. I'm going to give you 5 on that one as well. Baymax said, can't see Yarna in the credits. There you go. Not a named character. Look again. Okay. No, we're good. Darth Winnie, no bonus question, no bonus answer. We get a big monster appearance. Ducky Momo, big monster. No big monster. The kids dock at the pirate port. KG, yes. They did dock at the pirate port. The kids get lost in space. KG's Padawan. I'm going to give you the point. I'm going to give you that. Yeah, it was in a trailer scene. The thing is, we didn't know they got thrown in jail at Port Borgo. We knew they were in jail, and we knew they met Jod, but we did not know that they met Jod in jail at Port Borgo. So that's why I give him the extra point. Kids will fly on the Onyx Cinder. There's a 1-pointer if I ever saw one, Matt. We see pirates. Yes, we do see pirates. That's a 1-pointer. Mike with 9 points. Alien species. Yes. Ship docks at an impound port or whatever we're calling it. Nerd Mafia. Yes. An alien species lose their ship, possibly temporarily. Dale, did they lose their ship? I don't think so. I'm going to say no. They left their ship, but they didn't lose it. Uh, 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 we visit Lothal. Fits Wit for a 5-pointer. No. And a character plays with Star Wars toy. Oh, that was episode 1. Oh no. Oh. So if we look here and we see your previous points added to your current points. So first of all, anybody over 7 or more gets on the wall of fame for episode 2. And then the season leaderboard. Let's see, we got an issue here. Those are we've got okay, hold on a second. I got to go back to season 1 here. Hold on. We've got something going on here. What happened? Why do we have 3 extra lines? Thrawn kill is 4 points at the bottom. If I take this total and I come over here and I start at Baymax and I do pay special, just the values, and I go down, I think I know where the issue is going to be. So in episode 1, we had Brian Stone had 2 entries. This time, I'll bet you he just has 1. Or he has none. Brian Stone has none on episode. Okay, so we have to move everybody after Brian. Darth Winnie on down gets moved up. So Darth Winnie. So this would be Brett Phillips had 12 before. Darth Winnie. Let's start at Darth Winnie. She had 5. So we'll take 5 on down. And let's see how that lines us up towards the bottom. Darth Winnie. We got to paste these in. I'm sorry, folks. This is causing me problems. So these are gone. So we got another mismatch. So Darth Winnie, Ducky Momo, KG's Padawan, Matt Risman, Mike Yaney, Mumbo Jimbo, Nerd Mafia, RF Gaming, Skywalker, Fitz, Santa, Thrawn Kill. Where are these extras from? Where's the extra? Let's just start with Thrawn Kill. He had how many? 4? 4. Santa had 7, 6, 6, 8. 4, 7, 6, 6, 8. Oh, it's killing me. This should be 4, 7, 6, 6, 8. And then 4, 6, 7, 7. 4, 6, 7, 7 goes to Mike Yaney. 4, 6, 7, 7. That's Mike Yaney. Where's the issue? Okay, I'm missing somebody. That's what's going on. We had Mike Yaney, Mumbo Jimbo, Nerd Mafia, Mike Yaney, Mumbo Jimbo, Nerd Mafia, RF Gaming, Skywalker, Fitz, RF Gaming, RF Gaming, Skywalker, Fitz, and then Santa and Thrawn Kill. Hold on a second. We take this again. I copy this, and I come over here, and I start up here, and I paste special values only. Okay. There's the issue. Okay. All right. Here we go. We gotta take. All right. I gotta fix this. It's just taking too much. Peter Griffin was the other one. Okay. Peter Griffin's the other one missing. Okay. So if I go back here, Peter Griffin, he's right below Nerd Mafia and before RF Gaming. Okay. Nerd Mafia, RF Gaming. So this is the issue. Okay. So Nerd Mafia at 6. And then it should go 8. 6 and then 8. Nerd Mafia. Okay, there it is right there. We take these, we move them up to there, we delete that. There we go. All fixed. All fixed. So now you can see Santa at 14. 14 or more to make it onto the leaderboard. And here we've got RF Gaming with 15, Mumbo Jimbo with 15, Mike Yaney with 16, KG with 16 on the wall of or on the leaderboard. Brett Phillips killing it. Brett's cheating. You gotta You got to have 14 or more. And so there you go. We've got Brett Phillips way out in the lead. KG, Mike Yaney, Momo Jimbo, and RF Gaming. There you go. There you go. We got several folks just behind. Dale, Skywalker's Academy, trailing by 1. KG's Padawan, trailing by 1. And Baymax, trailing by 1. So plenty of time to make those up. I don't know if anybody's going to catch Brett at 24. My goodness, he's 10 points ahead of me. It's going to take some time. All right. All I know is I'm failing miserably. No, you're just 1 point behind Skeleton Crew. Now, this movie news this week just gets better and better. It's only Tuesday. Brett has inside information. Disqualified. I think he may have been one of those who saw it on Sunday. Well, I don't know where Brett lives, but and let me just see. When did Brett do his? Were they after the premiere? Where's Brett's time? It was at 5 p.m. Eastern. 5 p.m. Eastern. Would he have already seen it? Only if he's over in London or has a contact in London who told him how to answer the questions. So we shall see. Yeah, Ducky says double 5-pointers. I call shenanigans. Yeah, what's the movie news? I haven't seen anything. If I go to Twitter, is it there? Where's the movie? Where's the movie? I don't see movie news. I'm looking. Where's the movie news? I don't see movie news. Real Ben says, scroll up and find my last message. Okay. Where was it? Skeleton Crew. Now this movie news. What movie news? That's what I'm looking for. What? Oh, look above that. Let's keep going. Where's Brett's message before that? There's Ducky. There's Matt. There's there it is. Breaking news. I want to derail the show. Save it for after the scores. Dave confirmed to Extra TV. The Mandalorian and Grogu finished filming. There's a clip of him. So very good. We knew that the last time when they said that when the filming had completed, it had not. And we knew that there was about 2 months left. That was going to put us into December. Now we are in December and it has finished. So now we go into post-production and maybe any pickups or reshoots, but it is finished filming. How about that? Great news. So there you have it. I've got some cleanup to do on the predictions thing, but we're doing quite well. I'm having a good time. Again, I give it about a 7.5 out of 10. And I think we're well on our way to an enjoyable show. Episode 3 next week apparently enters some controversial story points in some perspectives, but hopefully not in a distracting way. And Real Ben says, I tagged you in Twitter to check it out. Okay, thank you. So you guys, that's it. We're going to call it here. Call it a day. I had fun. We'll tabulate this. I'll post it on Discord, and we've got our Mike Porter dad joke. So if you're not following our Discord, come follow us on Discord. You can keep up with the predictions game. You can keep up with all of the latest news and how the scores are going, the season totals, the Wall of Fame, all of that. And I'll get it updated. So in the ticker, you'll have those listed for next week. But the Mike Porter dad joke. What's the favorite treat for younglings in the galaxy? What's a favorite treat for younglings in the galaxy? Well, it'd be Star S'mores. Star S'mores. Thank you for that, Mike Porter. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Good times. Love seeing the stream. Thank you, Ducky Momo. We've missed you. Good to have you here. All of those, Matt Cave Gaming. thank you so much for gifting all of those memberships. What a tremendous Christmas gift. We appreciate that. Matt Risman for keeping track of things, keeping me on point. Appreciate that as well. You guys, all of you, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me as we talk over this. And we'll see you Friday for the news of the week. And until then, my friends, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. And may the force be with you always. Bye-bye.